Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning for our holiday readiness webinar for the services business. My name is Ronnie Tay. I'm on the product marketing team here at Clover, and I have with me also Armando. Armando, you want to introduce yourself?
Definitely. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And my name is Armando. I'm part of the Clover pre-sales squad. I'll be the one providing alongside here with Ronnie the webinar for today. Pleasure to be here, and I'll give it back to you, Ronnie.
So first, just a few housekeeping items before we get started. This webinar is being recorded, so you'll receive a link to the recording 40 hours by email after we finish the webinar. There's also the ability for you guys to ask questions at any time during the webinar, and you can do that by, if you look on the bottom of your screen, there's a Zoom Q&A feature there, and you can go ahead and open that up and type your questions in there. And I believe we have somebody during the webinar answering questions, but also at the end of the webinar, we'll take a look there to see if there's any unanswered questions that we should go over. Okay. During this webinar, we're not going to be reviewing any pricing or costs. And we're also, I think we're going to talk about the app market that we have, but we're not going to deep dive into any particular third-party applications. And as always, I know we have both existing Clover merchants as well as new ones. So if you have any questions, clearly you can just go to the Clover support team and they can provide you the answers to your questions there. So this is what we'll be covering today. I want to spend a few minutes just giving you guys an overview of Clover and what we do. And then I want to talk about you guys, services business, right? What's different this year and what's going to be different this holiday season. And we'll talk about how Clover can help you this holiday season by helping you take payments and running your business. One of the ways that that Clover can also help you is engage with your customers and how you can service your customers this holiday season. And as I mentioned, we'll touch up on also some third-party apps that can help you run all different aspects of your services business. So for those of you who don't know who Clover is, I thought I'd just give a quick introduction. So Clover is the fastest growing payments and POS provider, point of sale provider, processing more than $110 billion in transactions per year. And to date, we've shipped more than 1 million of our hardware devices globally. Now, there are two things that businesses typically look for in a payment solution. One is reliability and the other one is durability. So Clover and First Data is now part of Fiserv, one of the biggest financial services company in the world. We're a part of the Fortune 500 and consistently ranked as one of the world's most admired companies. So for our customers, that translates to investments that we make in infrastructure and tells you a little bit about how we conduct business with our customers and our employees. And so Clover understands the services business. In fact, we are one ourselves, as you can see. We help services business get started quickly so they can start taking payments quickly and easily. You can simply sign up for Clover through a monthly subscription plan. And we allow you to grow with us so you can add additional features and devices when you need them. And we help also small businesses run their business. We do that by providing a single dashboard so that you can run your business from taking payments and tracking them to engaging customers to managing employees, all from a single dashboard. And we're a platform. And what this means is that we also work with hundreds of third-party apps and the most popular ones, right, to help you run different aspects of your business. We also help services businesses grow. Right, and then we do that by providing ways for you to better engage with customers and drive more sales. And as part of Fiserv, we also have access to industry and market data. And we present that through insightful reports, right, that may show you some new opportunities for you to grow your business. Whether you're an invoice-based business, a service business with a physical storefront, or a service business that works primarily remote or at the customer's location, 2020 has been a year like no other. And this holiday season will be like no other as well. Right? Services business honestly have been one of the most impacted business segments from the pandemic. And that's because your business depends largely on customer interactions more than any other business segments. That's why it's important to recognize three driving factors that will impact your success this holiday season and also, frankly, going forward. First, as you're all aware, your business operations have changed. It's important to keep your customers current on how your business has changed, right? That's from updating your website, and just informing your customers on what type of services you can now offer them, When are you available? What are your new hours? And how are you conducting business today? Later on, we'll show you some ways that Clover can help you engage with your customers. Now, second, you, as the same way that you've adopted, right, customers have adopted as well. Customers or clients, right, have adopted. It's important to recognize that and meet customers and your clients where they are today. More than ever, I think many customers today are relying on online services or getting their information online more than ever. Perhaps you can offer the ability, for example, to allow your customers to book appointments with you online, or maybe you can offer virtual or online consultation right before or instead of meeting in person. We'll show you some apps later on that that work with Clover that can help you do with some of that. And third, and maybe most important, safety is going to be paramount this holiday season. Customers need to be comfortable, right, doing business with you, and that you're taking their safety seriously. Now, how are you abiding by your county's orders and running your business with customer safety in mind? This could be, simply adhering to the safety protocols, right, with PPE and practicing social distance and such, and communicating that to your customers. It also means protecting customers and your staff, right, by adopting contactless payments. So let's talk about how Clover can help you specifically with that. Clover has a range of solutions, as you can see, right, for you to take payments, whether you take payments over the phone, on your website, in person remotely, or in person in a physical storefront or office. Okay. So going from left to right, we have Clover Virtual Terminal, right, which allows you to take payments on your computer, your tablet, or your smartphone through a web browser. Simply opening up a web browser and being able to key in card information, right, that you're receiving from your customers. If you have a website, we also allow you to integrate payments to your website through our e-commerce integrations, and we also have developer tools, right, that allow you to build custom integrations to if you have a custom-built website. If you're often on location or remote, we have our Clover Go app and card reader that allows you to take payments on the go, if you will, on your mobile phone by either keying in card information there or even scanning card information on your mobile device and be able to take payments there. Clover Go, by the way, and the Clover Go app works both with and without an internet connection. So it ensures that you will never miss a payment, right? You can take payments through your mobile device even when you don't have a connection. Now, if you have a physical storefront or an office and you take payments there, we also have devices, a range of devices, from the portable Clover Flex, right, which is a portable terminal that has a built-in printer in it that can, essentially be carried around, right? Clover Mini, which is the name implies it's a mini terminal with a built-in printer that sits on the countertop, to our station devices, right, from Clover Station, which is an all-in-one point-of-sale system, right, that has a screen and includes a cash drawer and a printer. And our flagship product, the Clover Station Pro, which is our fastest, most powerful POS that has two screens, one facing you and one facing your customer. And it also includes a cash register and receipt printer. Now, whatever device or whatever way you take your payments, you can manage it all through a single dashboard. The Clover dashboard is available on the web or on the mobile device, right? And this essentially allows you to do a number of different things, right? From essentially running your business and tracking key financial indicators, right, to actually going in and processing payments. This is where you would actually access the virtual terminal. So lots of different ways for you to accept payments, right, and also run your business, but all being managed through a single dashboard called the Clover dashboard. Okay, so why don't we switch gears? So that's a bit of an introduction on who Clover is and what we do. Now I think we'd like to show you how some of our products work. So let's switch over. Armando, if you want to just show them how one would take payments and such and go off and start that way.
Yeah, so as already mentioned, we have different devices available depending, if you have a brick and mortar location, maybe you have employees out on the field taking those payments, or you have a mix of both. We have answers for all those. In this case, I have that Clover Go app pulled up right now. So what you're seeing is a mirror image of that device there. There you go. And what it allows us to do is take a payment very easily here. So if we're just looking to take a payment from the customer, just walk through how would that work on the Clover Go app specifically. So I would input the amount. You also have the option here to enter a description of the sale. Maybe we're doing a house call in this case for the service, or a house service. Okay. All right, so we just enter the note there. I like to keep notes. You yourself don't have to input if you don't like to, but it's always good to keep notes and be able to keep track. All right, and as soon as we're ready to check out, again, keeping it very simple, just taking in a payment. I do have my Clover Go connected. Okay, and with this device, we do have an NFC built in. So for contactless payments, that's huge right now. Is giving you the capabilities there to do Google Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, contactless cards as well. So you can take the payment right on that device. We also have an ENV chip reader and a swipe reader built in there. Okay, so all that is within that Clover Go device. In this case, I have my contactless card. So all I'm going to do is hover that over the reader. And as soon as I do so, it brings me onto the next screen. So we can go ahead and hand over the device to the customer. I have my tips enabled in this case. So we do take tips at my service location. This is something you can disable at any point, or you can customize the percentages that show up on there. The customer also has the option there to enter a custom tip if they like. Okay, so let's go ahead and do those selections. And from here, we are able to sign for our transaction. Okay. And now I'm prompted to either receive an email, text receipt, printed copy, or no receipt at all. Okay, so all those are options there with our Clover Go. Okay. In this case, I'm going to say no receipt there. Okay. But that was a very simple process, just taking in a payment on the device. But what if I'm a location that wants to keep track of their services done? Maybe I have some products that I also sell. How would that work at my location? So up on the top right, there's a toggle section. So I do have a menu added to my Clover Go device here. And in this case, I am connected to my other devices, like my Clover Station, like my Clover Flex. So if I were to start a sale on any of those devices, I can also save it and open it up here with my Clover Go, or vice versa. So as long as they're on the same account, they're talking to each other. In this case, the same menu that I have for my other devices, or for my location altogether, will also reflect for me on here. So let's go through and walk through our menu. So let's say we have some holiday specials going on. I have that added to my order here. So let's go ahead and add that. Start by just selecting it. Maybe we're doing some maintenance as well. Maybe we're doing installation as well. So all those are added here to our order. And as you notice here, that keeps adding up. We have the option there to add any order discounts we like. So if you do have the permission there, we can add any discounts. Maybe we're having a holiday special discount, or we can add a custom discount if we like. Okay. So again, it's given us more traction, more capabilities there, since we can select from our actual menu here. Okay. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and check out. So we'll go ahead and hit that checkout button. Clover Go app also has the capability to take payments without the Clover Go. So if you're ever in the situation where you don't have that Clover Go, it's still giving you that flexibility to take payments, either cash, you're able to key in or scan that card, or check. So all those options are available for you. So I want to walk you through how do we take a payment that way, just in case we don't have that Clover Go handy. So the Clover Go device handy. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select key in card or scan. And we have the option here to toggle between card present or not. So if the customer is just calling in for a sale, we can go ahead and say card not present. But in this case, I do have my customer in front of me. What does that look like? So we are going to go ahead and type in the card. But there's also this great feature called scan, keeping you, giving you, quicker capability there. So I'm just going to go ahead and scan my card. So you see here, Just give it a second, and that is going to input the number onto that payment, and we just input the last bits of information there. Again, we can add a note to our order, and then as soon as we're ready, we just complete that transaction from there. Again, tip selection will pop up for me. Again, that's something I have enabled. If your location doesn't do tips, we can disable that altogether. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and select, and then add my signature there. And again, I can get an email receipt, text receipt, printed copy from here. Okay. All right, so that was the ease of taking a payment there, showing the process. But now I want to show you where do I go to follow those transactions. So we do have the Clover dashboard, and this is both accessible here on the Clover Go. So all I did was click my drop-down menu, was able to access my dashboard. I'm able to access reporting at any point. So if I want to see my sales overview, what does that look like for today? I'm able to track that. Okay, but I wanted to jump onto the back office dashboard and show you that on that end. So let's go ahead and jump onto that. All right, so what I did is I just went to clover.com/dashboard, enter my credentials, and here I am on my Clover dashboard. So as you see, I have my daily sales, highs and lows. So get a lot of information as soon as I log in. I'm also able to see, has there been any refunds done, discounts, open orders, removed items. So we're able to keep track of what's going on in our locations. And again, maybe I have some employees out on the field. Maybe we have some just at our brick and mortar location. We're able to view those reports. And as you see here, we have our reporting section. We're able to track item sales. We're able to track employees individually, removed items. So a lot of information you're able to get here with Clover. So just to show you a little bit more here, just scrolling down, show you top tender types used, what are my top sold categories, what are my top items, right? So what should I pay more attention to out of my year, out of my month, out of my shifts, what was the best seller there? And in turn, you know, replicate that, maybe put more emphasis into that service that I'm doing, since it's, you know, what's selling best, right? And then we also are able to track those item sales specifically from here, so we can see out of those provided what was done specifically. So lots of information, great tool you have available, you know, especially trying to, you know, mirror what you did last year, or maybe what didn't work last year during that holiday season, or at any point, giving you that full traction. Yeah, but a great tool that was mentioned earlier was the virtual terminal. So virtual terminal is available through this back office Clover dashboard. So you'll notice here, I have selected it. I have it open, ready to go. So if I do need to take a payment where I happen to be, so maybe I'm not in front of my device, I'm not at my location, customer calls, says, hey, I'm ready to make that payment, or I need to go ahead and take one from that customer, we can use this virtual terminal at any point. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and enter the amount. Again, we can add an order note for it. So let's just say we did another house call service. Okay. And then very simple from here, we can just go ahead and enter the information as prompt. So car number, information, email is how that customer will be receiving the copy of that transaction. Okay. And then we would just hit the charge after that. But another great feature you have here with the virtual terminal is the capabilities to save card on file. So if it's the same customer, you know, we're doing some maintenance month after month, they like to go ahead and keep their card on file, charge it on the same card. We can then add them with the save card on file feature. Just only available in the virtual terminal, but it gives you capability here. So I'm going to pull up my customer here, Arnold. We're performing some services at his location. We're done. We're ready. He's ready to pay. So we are able to go ahead and pull up his profile. Card's already on file. Information's already on file. So we can just go ahead and charge that card. Okay. And then from here, a receipt is sent to that customer. I can go ahead and start a new transaction. If you messed up, maybe it wasn't supposed to be 300 that I was charging that customer, maybe it's a different amount, we can still void that transaction, start all over. So if you made a mistake, no worries, you can fix it very easily. And you could also do refunds through the transaction section there. Okay. Again, keeping it very, very simple there for you. And you're also able to track these payments, no matter if it's on the virtual terminal, no matter if it's on a device like the Clover Station, the Clover Flex, or the Clover Go. So in the order section here, you're also able to track those receipts in real time. So you're able to pull up, maybe a customer's calling for a receipt, or yourself needs one for your records. We can see here everything we've done today in sales so far. So this is that virtual terminal we just took in. So if I like to review that, I can go in, select receipt, and then view the full information. Okay, so that's available at your fingertips at any point. This is that holiday special we did earlier on our Clover Go. So we're able to track that as well. Even that signature that the customer provided on that device will also appear for us on here. So lots of great information you have here, and accessibility through the Clover dashboard. Okay, and then also being able to take payments in various ways. We have to be very flexible in this current situation, right? So it's giving you lots of capabilities there with the Clover devices and the ways you can take payments and help your customers. All right. That's about it for that portion. So I'm going to give it back to you, Ronnie.
Okay. Yep. Thanks, Armando. I might also add that both virtual terminal, what you just saw, taking payments from virtual terminal and taking payments from the Go app, that's included with all of the Clover service plans, right? So whether you're on a service plan that has a device, or you're on one of the lower service plans, that's just two ways of taking payments contactless, right, through the Clover Go app or through virtual terminal. That's just included with your plan. I might also add a little bit of a sneak peek here, that one of the great features that we're going to be introducing very shortly with virtual terminal is the ability for you to send a payment request. So, which is a really nice, every payment, one way or the other, starts off with a payment request, right? Either, you're asking the customer for payment in the store, right? Or you're mailing them an invoice. It's a payment request. And so what we're allowing you to do now is send a payment request via email, and then allowing your customers essentially to essentially click the pay button on that email, and it takes them to a hosted checkout page, if you will, that we built for you. And they can just go ahead and type in their card information and such and send you payment, and both customers and you as a merchant get confirmation, right, that payment's been paid and such. So a really nice feature that you'll soon see shortly with virtual terminal. And again, also just included as part of the overall Clover plan. Okay. But Clover is more than just a payment solution, right? It's an all-in-one point of sale system. And we talked a little bit about this. So we provide obviously a number of different ways for you to take payments, but we also, as I mentioned earlier, help you run and grow your business, right? And one of the ways that we do that is through these two tools that I want to go through. One is called the Clover Customer Engagement Apps, and the other one is Clover Gift Cards. Right? This is some easy to use programs that to help you essentially engage your customers more and hopefully drive more sales. Right. So as part of the customer engagement apps, there's a couple of different features in there. One is the ability for you to build a customer database, right? Build customer profiles based on their order history, right? So you know essentially which customers are buying which types of services or products from you, right? And be able to essentially eventually target them, right, based on their purchase patterns. You also have the ability to create promotions right? And be able to create those promotions and communicate it out, right? Either through your text messaging, SMS, or through your social media channels and such, and just be able to broadcast that out, right? As well as being able to recognize your most loyal customers through a loyalty program, a rewards program, right? So you know essentially who your loyal customers are and be able to recognize them, right, when they buy services from you again. I think one of the most important and really nice feature of the Clover Engagement app is the feedback tool. So this essentially allows you to connect one-on-one with your customers, right, and invite them, right, to provide feedback to you privately, right? So this is a great way of sort of understanding what's important to your customers and how they feel about the services you're offering, right, without having them essentially post that out publicly, right? So open up that dialogue, right? In fact, that's one of those things that we recommend actually every Clover merchant starts when they start with us, is open that feedback line with your customers, right? Because there's no better way to essentially provide customers what they want and then listening to them directly. Right? There's also another feature called announcements, and I think during the demo, Armando might show you a little bit of that too. But that's a way essentially for you to make announcements about your business to your customer base. We also have in the Apple App Store as well as Google Marketplace a mobile app called Clover. This is a customer mobile app, right? So for them to be able to receive the announcements and promotions that you're putting together, right? Also keep track of their perks if they're part of a loyalty program, and in fact also be able to place orders right through their mobile device to you. So we have a mobile app essentially geared or designed specifically for customers. Now, this holiday season, I think gift cards are going to be a pretty huge thing, right? Because many of the stores are not open, or are very limited, right, in terms of how they're open. So I think gift cards are a very convenient way to share gifts over the holidays and such. And we allow you to essentially provide the ability for you to create both a custom branded physical gift card, as well as be able to do a digital gift card, right, that you can send via email or via SMS. So enough talking. Let me hand it over back to you, Armando, and maybe you can just walk through some of these features and show them to the folks.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Ronnie. So bear with me while I bring up my device here onto the screen. And what we're gonna show you here is both the accessibility you have on your device to manage your customer engagement, as well as the back office access you have to it. So what I'm doing right now is I have my Clover station pulled up here. So we're gonna go ahead and log in. In this case, you'll notice my customer engagement is already ready to go there, but we're gonna go through and show you what that functionality looks like. So as it was mentioned earlier, Ronnie mentioned feedback is a great tool. It allows you to leave a link for your customers to leave comments about your amazing service or how their experience was right at your location. And then you can reply accordingly. Maybe, if there wasn't such a great experience, you can make that right for the customer. So always engaging in building that relationship with the customer. It's huge for your business. So that's a great tool available for you right there out of the box. Then we have our promos. So you can send promotions out at any point. In this case, I can keep track of what promotions are out there. So another great tool that allows you to extend your services to those customers. In this case, I have a holiday special going on right now. I could also promote these not to just the customers who are following me, but also through Facebook and Twitter. So social media, it's another great way to let our customers know, hey, we're doing services, we're here. Another great way to let them know too that you're selling gift cards and you're alive and well, right? So you're able to communicate that with your customers here. So that again could be managed here from your device. There's also a great feature here that's available with the promo section, which is win back lost customers. So we can set this promotion after 30 days that customer hasn't been seen, hasn't come in. We can enable that so automatically a promotion gets sent out to them Personally, I'm a sucker for those, but you have that capability out of the box here with Clover, especially in this holiday season, having that enabled. So those customers, are engaged to return to your location. And then we also have the rewards, which is a digital point system here that lets you create unique loyalty programs. If you like to, maybe you have some products that you offer, buy 10, get the 11th one free, or after you reach this amount of points, you will get $5 off, 15% off. You're able to customize those accordingly. So gives you lots of flexibility there. And a couple other ways that the apps work here, or the rewards here are you have the capability at the end of every sale, print out a receipt. Within that receipt, it's going to let them know, hey, you have this many points. Go ahead and sign up or add them to your current profile there. So that's one great way of always engaging customers, letting them know, hey, we're doing rewards. Here's how you sign up. Here's some points you received already. And then the customer Clover app, that's another great way of keeping your customers engaged. They can receive all those promotions and rewards through there. They're also able to redeem those promotions by checking in and to your location with that Clover Go app, which is free. And it's available on Android and iOS. If you're curious, you're also able to download that yourself right now if you like. So that's available in that your app market there. And another great way for those customers to interact with us is self check-in too. So if you do have a customer-facing device like the Clover Pro, they can check in to your location, and then get those points and start earning. So lots of capabilities there you have with the customer engagement suite. I am going to go into the dashboard and show you what that back office access looks like if we like to make some changes or announcements of new promotions or rewards through there. Okay, but before we do so, I also want to talk about gift cards. So you have the capability here on your device to sell both plastic and digital gift cards. So you can manage that accordingly. So if a customer wants to maybe purchase that for a friend or a family member, right? We can in turn send that out via mobile, or we can email that to that friend. It gives you lots of flexibility there. Maybe I ran out of my plastic gift cards because it's holiday season. We can still sell those digital gift cards, right? We have that available at any point here. Very easy to use. All we have to do is select the amount. We could also enter a custom amount here, and then it gives us the capability there just to enter the phone number, or if we're doing a plastic gift card, we would just slide the card. And again, you can, as Ronnie mentioned earlier, you can have them, our team upload your logo onto those cards, or you can choose from presets as well. So lots of flexibility there. And again, huge for the holiday season. But let's go and see what this looks like on our back office. So, all right, so we're back here to our Clover dashboard, right? So if I want to run a promotion, maybe my day's going a little slow, what does that look like? Or, when I get a head start on those holidays, we have the customer engagement suite right here all in one set. So again, feedback, I want to go and see what customers have left me as far as their experiences on my location, and I can reply to them accordingly. So in this case, Joe saying always amazing, perfect, great. Thank you for the kudos, Joe, right? So it gives you access there. And then we have the rewards section. And now you're able to not just create those rewards, you're also able to track who's signing up, who's using those points, right? So it gives you more than just the capability to do a reward program, right? And then if we we both want to go in and edit promotion or a loyalty program, it's a point for every dollar spent, so you can go ahead and create those accordingly. Okay, and it also gives you capabilities there for VIP bonuses. So customers that are loyal, we've got to give those a little bit extra attention, right? So we have that capability here with this rewards app as well, or customer engagement there, or their birthday. It's always nice to get a little kickback there for your birthday. So you can also do that with the rewards section. And then it gives you traction once again of who's earning those points. You're able to manage that from here. Maybe a customer didn't get all the points they needed. No problem. You can fix that through this section. Yeah. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about the promos here on the back office. Announcements were mentioned earlier, right? So what if I just want to let my customers know, hey, I have a new service, or we have a new holiday special? How would I let them know that? So very easily here, we can create a promo. But here's that announcement section. So if we want to push out holiday special, we can helps if you can spell. So there you go. If you want to run a announcement specifically, or we're open, we're doing a pop-up shop, so on, you can have your customers always on the know. Or we're doing gift cards. We have gift cards available now for you, right? Come and get them, right? So that is a great way to engage your customers through here. And then if we want to run a promotion, just selecting our promotion, we have different ways to do so. We can do dollar amounts off, we can do percentage amounts off, or we can do a free item as well. But what if I just want to run a promotion of a particular item? Is that a capability? And definitely. So let's say we want to do a 10% off a special item. So maybe our maintenance. There we go. So we want to do 10% off our maintenance services. We can run this promotion for a set time frame. Maybe you want to run it for the month of December. Again, getting ahead of our holiday season there. So run it, hit save, and then here's that capability to extend your reach beyond just those customers who are following you. We're able to integrate our Facebook, integrate our Twitter, and announce that promotion through those social media portals there. And then as soon as we're ready, we go ahead and announce that promo, confirm that, and it's sent out to your customers. So very easily to do and manage. Again, we can also add those incentives. So if that customer hasn't been at our location in the last 30 days, we can engage them back in, right? So that's also something you can do here from the back office or your device where you happen to be, right? Gives you flexibility there. And then you also have the gift card section here. So if you need to make changes or you need to order some gift cards, you have the gift card link there. So it once again allows you to add gift cards, order some more, or you can also follow what's being sold out of your gift cards, what's being used, right? So it gives you lots of traction. So you have it all in one place on here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it back to you, Ronnie, but hopefully.
Actually, but while you're in there, Armando,
Yeah.
let's show them the app market. I don't think we have time to go through any specific app, but we had talked about being able to inform customers of your new hours or new businesses and such, but also the ability to provide some things online. Let's go to the app market and just show them some of the apps that help them do that.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to scroll down here to the more tools section. So that's the app market link that I have here from the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have access to your dashboard, of course, you can walk through clover.com/app market, and same page is going to be shown for you. But
yep. And we talked about sort of obviously keeping your customers or your clients current, right, on your availability, your hours, and what type of services you're offering and how you're offering it and such. And you can do that obviously through the announcements and through your own social channels and stuff. But we also have integrations with public marketplaces like Yelp, right, on the app market, where you can also claim your business there and also be able to communicate through the Yelp app that way. One of the things that we talked about earlier also was as an example, right? Being able to give your customers or your clients the ability to book appointments with you online. And so maybe show some of those appointment apps, Armando, and just see how one would find it, right? You could, what Armando is doing here is obviously just typing into the search window the word appointments, right? And that's going to come up with a couple of different apps, right, that sort of fit that description. And there's a number of them. Do you want to give a little color on any of these apps that you're particularly familiar with?
Yes, Ronnie. One that's very popular here is Salon Scheduler. So that's a great app that gives you both the capabilities to integrate scheduling for your customers. So if you do have that need, that's something that this integrates. And also there's a lot of locations out there, service locations that run on commissions too, right? So if I want to incentivize my employees that way, this also integrates that for you. Okay. So great, vastly used app there for the services. And then there's another one called Service Pro. So if I'm dispatching my employees out, I want to keep track, I want to schedule those tasks, those services, those house calls I'm doing. This is another great integration there called, again, Service Pro.
Yep. No, perfect. So that's just a quick overview of the app market. As I mentioned, we have hundreds of apps that are available on the app market to help you run, all different aspects of your business, and they all work with Clover and such as kind of tie it all together. So I encourage you to kind of poke around there, do some searches and see if any of those apps can be of assistance to you. Anyway, let's go back to the slides then. Cool. So let's wrap it up a bit. I think we're at time now. There's a couple of different resources that I want to point you to. One, a lot of the things that we've just talked about is covered in our holiday guide for the services business, and it's a free download. You can look at it online or download it for free, and you have the URL there. But you can also visit our Small Business Resource Center or our blog, and that's simply go to blog.clover.com, and the services guide are available there as well. If you don't see it right away, just search for, I think, holiday guide, and I'll pop it up for you. But the blog, the Small Business Resource Center that we have, has lots of other useful information and articles and such, and use cases of how to grow your business, how to run your business more effectively. Also, lots of different use cases from success stories and such of merchants just like you, possibly, right? Of how they've started their business and how they've run it. So I just find it just a valuable source of information. So I encourage you to go there to learn more about how you can help essentially run and improve your business. And then if you need additional help, let's go on the next screen. I know that there's both existing Clover customers, Clover merchants, as well as ones that are sort of prospecting and checking us out and are new to us. So if you have any additional questions or would like to get more information about Clover, you can reach us, as you see there, a number of different ways. Go ahead and call us, email us, or come to our website. And if you're an existing Clover merchant, you can actually have us call you. So there's some instructions there on how you can set up an appointment time with us. Okay. Armando, do you have anything to add at this point?
No, just wanted to see if there's any questions out there that we haven't touched on.
Yeah, I'm looking through the Q&A window in Zoom, and there's a couple of different ones. Let's see. There's the question, it's been answered, but I think it's worth talking about. So there's a landscaper business, right? How would I use Clover Go? It's a great question, right? Because you may have a physical storefront, or you may be remote, but we just talked about, or Armando just showed you, right? A couple of different ways for you to be able to take payments on site at the customer site. If you're a landscaper and if you have a mobile device, right, you can simply take credit card information there and scan it and such. Or you can also, as I mentioned, the Go app is included with all your service plans. The Go card reader is a separate purchase. It's not a lot, but it's I think about $60 or so, and you can buy that and attach it to your mobile phone to be able to, take card payments through that, right, rather than typing it in or scanning it on your mobile device. There's another question about employees. Maybe you can touch on that a little bit, Armando. Like, So this particular merchant is going to be hiring some seasonal employees. How easy is it for me to add employees into Clover?
Yeah, so that's a very easy capability here. So I can show that live there. So you have the accessibility to do it both from your back office dashboard. So if you need to do it on the fly, or you like doing it through the back office, we can do it through there, no problem. So again, back here on the back office, I go into my employee section. So again, giving you all those settings from the back office as well. And if I need to add a new employee, I can do that from here. I need to add a new role. Maybe the role is a seasonal role. So I have my regular location roles, but I need to add a new role here, which is seasonal. Okay. And then what kind of permissions would you like to provide that role specifically? So the way Clover allows you to give permissions is by roles. So if you do have a manager versus an employee, you can set what access they have to that device, right? Are they able to do discounts? Are they able to do refunds? So you have full traction of what they're doing. Even if you give them access to promotions, right, or refunds, you're still going to be able to track that in your report. So you're always in the know. But if you want to limit that just to your managers, just your employees, and add a seasonal specific role in this case, just to answer the question there, you're able to go ahead and add that accordingly. So that'll be one of our new roles there. And then if we want to go in and add a new employee under that role, we can go in and create a new employee. Okay, so very easy. We just create one, enter their information. How are they logging in into the device? We just enter their passcode there. And what type of role do they get? They get a seasonal role. Okay, so again, very easily manageable there through your back office. And again, this is something you can do on your device as well. So makes it quick for you, just creating that role and adding the employees you need under that, in this case, seasonal. So yeah, just to highlight on that. Any other questions there, Ronnie?
No, and I think we're kind of running out of time, so I think we should probably wrap up. But I just want to kind of summarize, right? Hopefully, what you all have been able to get from this webinar. Hopefully you learn a little bit about Clover. You may have known a little bit about Clover before, but maybe now you know a little bit more about who we are and what we do and such. But hopefully you got something out of us talking about and showing you different ways for you guys to take payments, right? Contactless payments, as well as with a device and in-person payments and such. But also the fact that we're not just a payment solution provider, right? We're an all-in-one POS provider. And so a couple of things that are important for this holiday season, as I mentioned, is right to be able to engage with your customers, right? And hopefully you got something out of some of the customer engagement app features that we showed you, as well as helping you drive more sales. And I think this holiday season, holiday gift cards are going to be a very interesting or a popular item for people to buy this year. So hopefully you got some ideas, and then and we left you with some additional resources to go and look through, right? The holiday guide, as well as lots of different content and such from our blog. And if you have any other questions or any other need that you have from us, there's a couple of different ways, obviously, to reach out to us and get that. So with that, let me just thank you all for coming, and have a happy and healthy and safe holiday, and also prosperous one for your business. Armando, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, just along the same lines there, Ronnie. Thank you. It's been a pleasure being here, and I appreciate you guys taking the time as well to let us show you here what Clover's got for you, and how it could help in the holiday season, and have an amazing holiday season as well, and great rest of your day.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.